Good morning, Nocturnals. So it is, what is it? It is 5:16 a.m. I've just started my day. Let me just straighten that camera a bit, that's better. And it's straight into it, really. I've got, as per usual, I've got a fairly full schedule. Normally it wouldn't be probably this chaotic, but because me and the counsellor came to the conclusion that I've got to start setting these hard goals in order to start progressing from my social anxiety and all that kind of stuff and isolation, part of that was starting this film project, starting this web series, because we felt that this is a way of me connecting with people, but within my own context, in my own safe space. I hate to use that term, safe space. So part of that is I've got first draft of episode 1, so it's time to proof that. Really what I need to do is I need to proof it, and then I have to register it with the Copyright Office, even though there we go, even though this is just the first draft and it's only episode 1, I'd actually prefer to copyright the whole script. But because I'm going to be using this particular version for auditions, I kind of need it to be copyrighted. So the other episodes can wait for a week or two at least, or maybe I can, again, register them all together. So register episodes 2 through to 6 as one document, or combine all the documents. But in the meantime, I need at least one audition version, which is episode 1. Because it costs at least $50 to register a script at the Copyright Office, so it isn't cheap when you're on a sickness benefit to pay for these kind of things. So I'm a limited budget as it is, so it's getting really tight, getting to the wall where I'm going to be broke again very soon. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go through this document, I'm going to edit it and make sure that there's no errors in it, because I don't feel confident about registering a script that is full of errors. At the same time, in the background, I'm downloading Visual Studio and trying to install that so that I can start to design and export VR reality games and content from my computer here. And I'm trying to, I've been failing all night actually, but I'm trying to render off the right side of my stereoscopic footage from the 12th, because if you've watched that vlog, you probably remember me talking about how I was shooting it in stereoscopic, but I didn't release it as stereoscopic 3D because every time I crash the right side, every time I try and render the right side, the computer crashes and I have to start again, and the furthest it's got is 88%. So I'm going to start the render off again for something like the 5th time. And I mean, that's not the end of it. Once I've rendered it off, I've still got to composite it in After Effects to make it full side by side into a large document, a full size document. And then I figure what I'll do is if I render it off at 4K, I'll have a high resolution from the data that you lose from the width than if I just were to render it off in standard 1080p. So that's my plan, is to composite it in After Effects as stereoscopic 3D, full side by side, and then render it off as a 4K file, so I don't lose too much pixel resolution. That's the plan. See how we go. Alright, Nocturnals, I've been going for a few hours now, and like I say, I've written the first draft of episode 1. I've started episode 2. I'm actually about halfway through episode 2 as well. So I can really wrap up today's vlog, because for the rest of today what I'm really going to do is I'm going to take all of the people that have applied for Zomb'd, put them into a database, and then I'm going to look at 3 different things, 4 including the actor's bio. So the actor's bio is important, yep. Obviously I need people who can act and people who can do dialogue for these dialogue parts. They're going to be heavy dialogue driven parts. It's not an action production. But the other three most important things are really, because this is a web series and because it's going to be online, part of the advertising will be the actors themselves, the cast themselves. They become essentially brand ambassadors for Zomb'd and for Nocturnal Customers Limited. So the three most important things are their Twitter following, their Facebook following, and finally their Internet Movie Database profile, if they have one at all. If they have an Internet Movie Database profile, that means that the films that they have been in production with have been qualified for a film festival or has applied for a film festival. So it's important that they've got a, if I look at their Internet Movie Database profile, specifically their Internet Pro database profile, I'll see what their star rating is. So I'll mark everybody off by star rating, and the smaller the star rating, the more famous they are, according to the Internet Movie Database Pro. So fame factor, Internet Movie Database, talent, the actor's bio, and social media presence and their Facebook and Twitter followers, how many they have. Those are the four different factors that are coming into play when I audition for this film, because of the fact that it's a web series and it's for online distribution. The theory behind that is that once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I can sell tickets. So once I can sell tickets, I can make money for the production. If I'm making money for the production, then I can pay the actors a little something back. Hopefully, if it all goes to plan. So essentially, it is in their best interest to help me grow my subscriber base for my channel, because that's where we're heading everybody towards in order to see this web series. So that's my plan. I hope you've enjoyed that little outlay, the little sort of step-by-step about what I've been doing today. I will talk to you tomorrow. I hope you've hit your goals today. If you didn't hit your goals today, remember there is always tomorrow, because today was just one day, and the rest of your life. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.